Hello folks, this beauty you are seeing on your screen was taken on Volatility 75 index, okay, on the 15 minutes time frame. Very beautiful trade, and as always, I'll show you the signal that I took with my VIP group. This was the setup, right? Told them to sell, stop loss, TP1, TP2. And these are, of course, executions. Now let's break the trade down. Before I proceed, please like this video, okay? It helps the YouTube algorithm to introduce the video to other viewers, okay, so that the channel can grow. So do me a favor, like this video to encourage me to do more of these videos for you so that you can learn from. Now let's get into it. Beautiful sell setup. As always, I start my analysis from the daily time frame. So let's go to the daily chart. Let's go to the daily chart. That's where I start all my analysis from. On the daily chart, what do you see? What is your order flow? Current order flow is bearish. So what price did was 2022 model happening on this time frame. So we sweep that high. Also, this high was swept, right? So after price sweeping those highs, we broke structure to the downside here. Okay. So what is this level? This is a breaker block, an order block that failed. Okay. So this was a bullish order block. Price should have held it to go up. We broke through it, so it becomes your breaker block. The reason why it's a breaker block is it took buy side liquidity and had a breakout structure to the downside. So that breaker block is a very powerful area of interest to look for sales. So that's our breaker block. Let's extend it. Boom. Very nice breaker block where we can look for sales from. Okay. Now let's go to the 4-hour chart for some refinement. Now you know on the daily chart where you want to be looking for sales, and that's this whole area. Now on the 4-hour chart, we have some fair value gaps inside the 4-hour level where we can refine. So this candle's low. So this candle's high. That's your fair value gap, right? Okay, so we have a daily breaker block and a 4-hour fair value gap. Beautiful area to look for sales, right? Because we know that on the daily we are bearish. Order flow is bearish. Buyers were tricked into the market at this point, and the price turned against them to the downside. So we know that institutional order flow is bearish, and price has pulled back to a daily area of interest or point of interest, and we have this 4-hour fair value gap as well. So now we can look for sales around this area. Okay, so let's go to the 15 minutes chart, and that's where I saw my confirmations and started to look for sales. So on the 15 minutes chart, I saw that price has come into the area of interest right here. Okay. And then when price came to the area of interest, we had this buy side liquidity. Okay. That buy side liquidity being swept right there. As soon as buy side liquidity was taken, I was expecting 2022 model. And what is that? I'm expecting displacement. So here we took liquidity, we had a displacement, okay? And for displacement, you want to see displacement with fair value gap. So we have this fair value gap that was left behind after the liquidity sweep into our point of interest, boom. And then on the 5 minutes chart, this nice displacement has a break of structure. So let's go to the 5 minutes chart for further refinement. So right there, as you can see, the 5 minutes has this break of structure to the downside. We broke this low and we broke this low as well. Okay. So the 5 minutes, we have break of structures to the downside after liquidity grab into our area of interest. And then I mark this 5 minutes order block on top here, right? That was my 5 minutes order block just above my 15 minutes fair value gap. So we started selling right from the 15 minutes fair value gap as price hit it. And I added one more entry as price hit this order block on the 5-minute chart, and then price has been selling beautifully. Okay, now for profit targeting, let me show the reasons why I took those profit targets. Okay, so our first profit target was this swing low. Okay, as there will be liquidity resting below that swing low. Now this profit target 2, the reason why I selected this profit target 2 is an extension. Okay, a standard deviation. So this high, okay, from this high to this low, okay, this high to this low, you can see that price took liquidity of that swing leg. So projecting that same leg to the downside is my TP2, right? I also have TP3 here. And the reason for this TP3 is this entire leg from this high, okay, from this high to this low. This entire leg, because the price took liquidity above that high. So this same level here to here, extending it to one standard deviation to the downside, that's my profit target 3. And trust me, all these targets are going to be hit. So we are currently deep in profit. This particular one, we took it in VIP only. But from time to time, I also share free signals on the free Telegram. So do it, be a part of that free community. I'll leave a link into the description box. As I said, if you not like this video, please like, subscribe, and turn post notification on.